it looks like they're kind of just breaking even for once. We do have a missile turret going down at the destructible rocks and a lot of Marines sitting there guarding its creation. So right now, Snoopy, anything interesting to note about this game?
Well, we got obviously the Zerg player switching to Baneling soon because it's doing Baneling speed. I believe that's what centrifugal hooks are, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anything interesting? I don't know, to tell you the truth. I mean, tanks are coming out. Tanks, Marines, and Marauders. So it's standard Terran play. And then the mutas, I think it's starting to turn into a more standard play, right?
Pretty much. We do just see a Baneling conversion once the Terran has realized they can't go Reapers anymore, and they need to go Marine Marauder. And it does look as though one siege tank is completed. Is siege mode finished researching yet? No, it is not, but we do have a Marine Marauder ball moving out with a siege tank in back. One Marine stemming forward, going through the line of sight bush right there. Gonna see these Mutalists. I think he was just trying to see if the third is down yet for dimaga. Not gonna be able to be seen here. And one Marine being dropped at that Zelnaga tower at the top. Another Marine going forward, being surrounded by Zerglings. So using Marines to scout, kind of moving around there. We do have 2 Raxes with reactors, and 2 Rax is more with reactors going down. 2 Rax tech lab, a factory tech lab, and a starport with a reactor. So we do have action in mid though. The Banelings coming in from a nice flank. This is huge, unbelievable. The Banelings have to be able to reach something here. And look at Morrow, what great control. This is the second game in a row we've seen this. Look at the control of the Marines. The Banelings basically doing almost no damage there. Given having to stop your Marines from attacking for so long was a bit of a nice pick up there by Morrow on that siege tank, keeping it alive. He definitely got that achievement where you have to pick up units that are weak. May I say Zeppelin Micro, anybody? For those of you that don't know about the famous Zeppelin Micro in Warcraft 3, there was a game with lots of money on the line in a tournament where guy bought a Zeppelin and was just like pop, in and out, and did some serious work, ended up winning the game, I believe. But it was just a very famous clip of about a minute and a half where the guy used a Zeppelin to keep all of his units alive for an absurd amount of time. Nevertheless, the Zerg player coming out with the Banelings and Zerglings and some Mutalisks. I think he's replenished his Mutalist numbers just a little bit to force him from being too Marauder heavy. It seems as though the Mutalist count come in to force a lot of Marines, at which point the Banelings can come in and do some serious work. Even the Zerglings aren't terrible against Marines, but the Zerglings, I think, are just because you need a mineral-only unit. Zerg always have a problem with gas. Now, we do have a drop coming here from Morrow. He's about to drop 8 units into the main of the Zerg player. 4 Marines coming over here from Morrow. He's moving his Marauders back a little bit as well that are on top. And a good drop coming out here from Morrow, but the question is, what can it really accomplish? He's got a lot of Banelings and a lot of Zerglings right there. He's going to go ahead and pick up all these Marines again. He got 5 of them out. A couple Banelings are lost, but look at the Mutalists coming in to pick up on this medevac. Oh, we got 6. Good call by Snoopy. This is why I love having him as my cameraman, ladies and gentlemen. And as a co-commentator. Picking up on that stuff, dog. Sorry, I'll never say dog again in the cast. Yes, I do. Snoopy, you're not a man of a lot of words, but they're always important words, and that's what matters. Dimaga really Go ahead.
62 Zerglings.
Yeah, is that not enough for you, or is that too many?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of Zerglings here, and he does have the crucial Infestor, although he is sitting on 1,200 minerals and only 100 gas, so trying to spend that gas as fast as possible, or those minerals as fast as possible, but that gas being the resource you definitely need. Look at his high yield. He doesn't even have drones on the high yield. That goes to show you how gas-intensive Zergs are, with a 4th going down about halfway done. And the command center is just floating over the high yield for the Terran player here. SCV is being transferred right now. I don't know why the command center hasn't. Oh, there. Now it's about to land. And we do have a couple Zerglings coming over, scouting out this high yield. SCV almost taken out there that was building the missile turret, and a second one going down as well at the 3rd base for the Terran player, who is now morphing that into a planetary fortress. And wow, bad scan. Little late there. You're going to lose both medevacs and a lot of your army. So Morrow being caught way out of position right there. That is very unfortunate, losing a good chunk of his army and both medevacs. He's down to only 3 medevacs, a few tanks, a few Marauders, and a few Marines. The Zerg here No, I really feel this is a Terran favored map with all the choke points, but the Zerg just coming out everywhere. All these Zerglings, all these Banelings. Snoopy, what do you think's gonna happen in the upcoming few minutes?
I don't know, man. I really don't. I'm probably gonna see the Zerg, because he's been working really well with his flanks in the past couple fights. I think we're gonna see some nice flanking from the Zerg, and I think he might take it. Because he's winning the, I think last time I checked he was winning the army count. Yeah, he's up by, not too much food, about 15, but I still think he has the advantage because of his 4 bases.
Definitely. Now we do have the evolution chambers going down. Both of them researching. Armor is actually almost done. Attack is not going to be done too soon. The Mutalisk coming in, trying to do some work, taking out that medevac. You know, your medevac count is almost like a siege tank count. The more medevacs you have, oh, look at him taking out that siege tank as well. And another, is he going to get another here? I don't know.
User joined your channel.
This is huge, unbelievable, and we're actually being joined by somebody in the TS3 channel. I guess we forgot to private it during the cast, so people can't join in and out. Sorry about that, guys. But we do have the Mutalisk coming over and picking off a couple tanks there. I mean, as a Terran player, can you really allow your tanks to be taken out so easily? I think he only traded 1 Mutalisk for that. You know, the answer obviously is that you can't. This is just not looking good for morrow right now. And he's trying to stop these Mutalisks from coming in, even by building supply depots, missile turrets at the Zelnaga towers. The Marine's actually stimming, taking out a Marine every now and then, but, you know, dimaga just putting a lot of pressure on him, really securing his 4th by just making the Terran feel that they need to defend on 3. So I'm looking over and over to try and find some sort of, you know, upgraded spire, or never mind, there it is, the Ultralis Cavern just finishing right now. Question is, wow, I just realized dimaga is sitting on 250 minerals and 150 gas. So this guy, I'm calling him king of the macro, because that's insane. 4 hatcheries on 4 bases, and you somehow spend all your units or all your money. I mean, I don't know necessarily what your drone count is. Maybe I'll take a look at that in 2 seconds. But that's pretty
45.
impressive. Oh, wow. He's only got 45. Ew. Maybe that's it. Mutalisk coming in here. 16 Mutalisk trying to do some work on these missile turrets. And it looks like he's going to be able to... Marines coming in, though, so you got to be careful there, dimaga. And just killing those missile turrets. A lot of people are like, missile turrets are a terrible investment. You know, these Mutalisks just come in and destroy the turrets so fast. Why do you get them? Blah, 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 blah. The missile turrets themselves, although not a bad... Oh, we do see a couple Thors and a couple Ghosts coming out. These Mutalisks coming in also taking out some missile turrets. You know, missile turrets are not bad against air. They're arguably cost-effective, arguably not. But really what they're designed to do is they're there to buy you time for your Marines, for your Ghosts to get there, so you don't lose... you know, a building like a planetary fortress, because these missile turrets, he killed, what, 3 or 4 of them? He could have easily killed a 1500 HP planetary fortress. Easily killed that in the time that it takes to kill all those missile turrets and then run away. I mean, easily, no. He actually, with 3 armor, probably would have taken it down to about 750, maybe 700 HP. But the fact that, you know, he had to deal with missile turrets... he has to kill the missile turrets first, otherwise their damage over time is so much that it makes it that you're going to lose your Mutalisk, and with no Mutalisk, he's just going to move forward, the Terran player that is, and win the game. Now we do have 6 siege tanks here, it looks like. I take it back, 7.
Zerg player's
Go ahead.
got Ultras out, and he's doing a Baneling drop at Terran's 4th.
Yep, and we do have some Zerglings and some Banelings coming in to the main and to the 4th. That Overlord Baneling drop, oh man, those SCVs, ugh, tough to watch, not gonna lie. I didn't know this. Baneling's actually taking up 2 of the 8 slots when you go to drop, so we do have some Banelings in over here into his main, and some Zerglings coming in as well. Banelings, maybe they're gonna try and take out... I don't know why you would drop Banelings into the main. Maybe so they can come down to the natural, it looks like, and the dropships coming in, unloading into the main of the Terran player. Ghosts are coming out as well. And looks as though a few SCVs were taken out there. Harvester's down to 57 for the Terran player, 45 for the Zerg. And, wow, I just looked at this. Take a look at Morrow's... Oh, that's because he's sitting on a maxed army. I'm dumb. Let's say, why is Morrow floating 3k, 2k? And then I'm like, oh, he had 187 and he just lost 13 Harvesters. I wonder why. Lots more barracks just going down at the 3rd now with a bunch of tech labs. And, you know, I have to admit to... Oh, Brood Lords, I didn't even see the Greater Spire researching auto attack right now. And Ultralisk Armor is completed, so he's got